So what's your name?
My name is Rich.
Okay, Rich, what brings you to Occupy Wall Street?
Well, I've been with the movement since day 4. What brought me to Occupy Wall Street? Well, I was tired of complaining to my friends and my family about the issues that we are basically dealing with right now, you know. And when I heard that ad busters had sent out a call for people to go to Sakati Park and camp out in solidarity with what's going over in Egypt with the Arab uprising, I didn't go the first day. I went in day 4, and once I got there, I saw that was a platform for me to also, create awareness and basically open up people's eyes to what's going on within the government and within the big corporations here.
Okay. Speaking of ad busters, there's been a story that they may have financed, or they did finance the beginning of Occupy Wall Street, and some have argued that this is hypocritical because Occupy Wall Street, they've argued, was started by a member of the 1%. What do you say in response to those people?
I mean, it was started by ad busters. It wasn't, but whether you're 99%, whether you're 1%, I mean, if you're a supporter of ours, I don't have a problem with you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as long as you're supporting our cause. But I mean, just because you fit certain financial criteria doesn't mean that we're against you. You know what I mean? It depends on your actions.
So Occupy Wall Street's open even to the 1% to come through?
Well, yeah. I mean, listen, people like Bill Gates. I mean, I don't have a problem with him because he produced a product. He makes billions and billions of dollars with that product, but he doesn't hurt anybody in the process. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a problem with him. It's the people like in the banking industry who make all this money off of people's misery that I have a problem with. People like Goldman Sachs, people like Bank of America, people like JP Morgan Chase. I mean, they make money but don't produce a thing. They make billions of dollars and don't produce a thing. And meanwhile, when they go down, we have to pay for their, we have to bail them out with our own tax money. Meanwhile, you and I, regular Joe Schmo, when we have an issue, the government doesn't care about us. So yeah, I have a problem, but not with the individual, because of his financial status. No.
Okay, we're all human beings.
Exactly.
Okay. How long have you been in Occupy Union Square?
It's been 2 weeks now.
Okay. So do you sleep out when they evict you from the main part of the park? Or do you sleep outside?
No, me myself. I mean, I'm from a New Yorker, so I have my own place. I just happen to work overnight, so I can afford to be here all day.
Okay.
I leave at a certain time, but no, I mean, they struggle with the police every night, and they just find different places to stay.
Okay. So what is your specific role here at Occupy Union Square? Are you handing out flyers?
I'm part of the de-escalation and security for the Occupy movement, and also a part of the information work group.
Security. So do you help out with eviction theater then?
No, because we were told to step back from that, because basically after midnight we should all leave. But there's some people that want to stay and continue to, to push the envelope, I should say, But I mean, no, that's not part of my job. De-escalation security was put together when we had the park over at Sakati Park to make sure that the occupiers were safe. And now we just do actions. So when there's marches and so on, we're part of the march, making sure that everything goes right.
I'm curious, would that also include informing occupiers about what their rights are?
Yeah, but that's not part of the de-escalation. That's part of basically a lawyers guild, and the lawyers guild tells them.
Oh, because I figure security would help let them know what their rights are, what their rights are, and so what they can do.
Well, now as far as what their rights are, but we do let them know what they should and they shouldn't do, because we want to maintain a certain image, a non-violent image. So we want to make sure that we don't have any occupiers going against that, and doing the opposite, throwing bottles at police officers when we don't need to, and throwing rocks at windows. So that's our role now.
So what other Occupy Wall Street related events have you been part of?
All of them.
Everyone?
All of them.
Oh wow. Okay, so you haven't missed a single one since it started?
No.
Wow, that is devotion.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of which, moving on, I know May Day is in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure. What are you doing to help get Occupy Wall Street ready for May Day?
We have a whole May Day team that they bring out a table. I don't know why they're not here yet, but they usually come out here. They set up a whole table just to get people aware, and they have work groups so that get people ready for that. I haven't attended any work groups, so I don't know exactly what the plan is. My role is I'm just spreading it out. I have information here at the table, just letting people know about May Day and what and what's going to go on that day.
Last question: what do you see happening with Occupy Summer?
It's going to get even bigger. That's all I have to say. It's going to get even bigger.
Thank you.